Yar, mateys, we be back with a very special guest on our channel. It's Maria Arteaga, the voice actress of... Okay, guys, what's up? It's actually, we've got the voice actress for Penny, Maria Arteaga. How are you doing, Maria?
I'm great. How are you?
Did you like my pirate voice?
I do.
It's like one of the only voices that I can somewhat do, but not really. But yeah. Well, Maria, we've been talking for a while, trying to get you on the channel, and mostly it was because I suck at replying. But I'm so glad you're finally here, and we get to talk to you and find out a little bit about yourself.
Okay. What do you guys want to know? What do you want to know?
Sure. I mean, well, first off, how about you just tell us how did you get into voice acting? You probably weren't a small child and like, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be a voice actor. I mean, I don't know, maybe you were.
You know what? It's actually kind of funny because I did actually want to be in the entertainment industry since I was a kid as an actor, and I am an actor and a voiceover artist. But it took me a long time to really step into it because I decided to go to college and do the right thing and, get my degree in communications, and I was going to be I was gonna go into like news anchoring, I guess, and then that didn't work out. And I kind of thought, you know what, I should just go back and maybe do some voiceover because I remember doing that as part of some of my elective classes in college. And I stumbled upon voices.com, and I said, let's do my demo. And then that actually happened a couple years ago, 3-4 years ago. And yeah. And so here I am, still doing it full time now.
That's awesome. So I also had a bunch of people over on YouTube and Twitter ask a bunch of questions. So I get to be as lazy as possible and just use their questions, which is great. Brush asks over on YouTube, he says, what are your, passions, your hobbies, and how did you cope with, being a voice actor during COVID-19, and did it really affect you too much?
First question I think was passions and hobbies, right?
Yeah.
Just as much as I'm a voice actor, I kind of do that with my nephews, and I have puppets that I actually bring out every now and then, family parties, or just kind of like mess around and or do like little videos for family members. I do love to go out for jogs and baking and cooking. That's one of my favorite things to do. Passions. It's so funny when we think about these questions, don't really even know. I'm passionate about, I guess, those things, the arts, really just about creativity and, being spontaneous and karaoke and singing. Those are a lot of the things I enjoy. So a lot of the entertainment factor still, resonates there.
Are you a singer?
I am, but I'm not going to sing for you today.
That's okay. I'm just always jealous of anybody who can sing because I can't. Well, I'm actually a really good singer in the shower when nobody's listening.
As far as COVID goes, it really has not affected anything for me. Thank God. Yeah. Because I'm already working from home. A lot of the productions that were done probably in 2019, they're placing all the voiceover, because voiceover is usually the end part for every project. So I think in that sense, we're pretty lucky. Yeah. We don't have to worry about any of the other things that people have to, worry about when they're on sets or things like that. So I haven't seen a decline in my work. I am so grateful, and yeah, not at all. It has not affected me.
Yeah, and that's good. And most of the time I've found that a lot of the voice actors, your studio, your booth is right there in your home. And so it doesn't affect anything too much that way either, which is really, really fortunate. This is a question I always ask to almost everybody that I talk to. What was your very first ever voiceover gig?
My first ever voiceover gig, I'm laughing because I'm even thinking if it's age appropriate. I used to mess around a lot with my voice before I even thought I could do voiceover. And I used to always act as what do you call those lines that you would call the...
Oh yeah, just the adult lines.
Yes, the adult lines. So I had messed around doing that years ago. And I stumbled upon something on Craigslist. I said, what the heck? I mean, it was actually a legitimate ad.
Sure.
It did very well. And it was on what you call now Audible. It's basically like novels that are, a little more on the
racy side, sure,
adult side, and I got to play characters with my voice, and it was actually one of the funnest things I ever did.
So is the bulk of your work, I would assume, is kind of like, like commercials and radio ads and that sort of stuff?
Yes. I'm actually the voice for for Amazon in Spanish.
Really?
I was the voice for about the last 2 years.
Amazon tiene todo lo que necesitas, además de envíos gratis. Bienvenidos todos.
Do you play Brawl Stars, or have you ever played Brawl Stars?
Never, but my nephews do, and they were shocked when I told them that was me. Once they got to that level, apparently.
Yeah.
They're like, they call me Titi. My nephews call me Titi. That's like my nickname for auntie. I think it was my niece who pointed it out. She's like, "Are you the same voice?" Because they kind of recognize the little, because I tend to do things like that, I guess, with them when little baby talking with them.
Right.
So they're like, "That wait, is this you?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's me. Why?" And they're like, "What?" And they could not believe it. They were like, "You're like a celebrity." I'm like, "What? No, I'm not. What are you talking? What is this? And it was just kind of a cute little moment that I had with them.
And you didn't even know that you were Penny before?
No.
Or when did you find out?
I know. I found out actually through my Instagram, because someone wrote to me and said, "Hey, are you Penny from Brawl Stars?" I said, "I don't know." They really actually don't release the information until after, but they didn't really mention anything when I was done with the project. They just pay you and say, "Thanks a lot,"
Right.
And then there was another guy that wrote to me. He's the one that plays Bull.
Oh, Bill Russell, yeah.
Yeah, he contacted me on Instagram and told me, "Hey, by the way, you should really blah, blah, blah. You're so-and-so, and it's pretty cool. There's like a whole world of this, and you should go on Reddit." I'm like, "What's Reddit?" And I was thinking, oh my God, I feel like such an old person. I don't even know what's what anymore. I'm like trying to keep up with the times.
No, that's pretty cool though. So whenever you were auditioning for the part, what kind of character did they say you were going to play? And obviously a pirate, but
a pirate. There was like a Christmas thing with her as like an elf.
Okay, yeah.
They're doing the promo for it, right? And all I had to do was I was like jumping and whatever, and I guess they liked that to continue for her voice, and they're like, "Hey, can you do the same voice but for a pirate tomboy-ish girl?"
Cool.
Thing, and I'm like, okay.
So was this the first video game that you've ever been in, or do you do a lot of video games?
There's another one that I did. It was like a damn Gothel. It was like a witch. I love doing that one. That one was fun. I was just like doing like the evil laugh and the, where I'm condescending in the way I speak and wicked.
Someone had asked that as well, as that, do you practice these evil laughs? Is that what's going on here? Because you were so good at it.
No, it's part of my personality. This is who I naturally am always messing around. It just comes out of me. And they're just like, "Oh my God, that evil laugh you do." And I'm like, "I know, sorry, I was just being silly here."
Have you done any on stage acting?
Well, I did in college, and I did some musicals back in high school. I used to sing. I used to be in the choir. I was but I didn't really continue it afterwards. I just took the acting classes in college and do acting for commercials now.
I always find this interesting, is that almost every single voice actor that I've ever interviewed is very musical, and I don't know why exactly that is. If that's just how you have to, the pitch that you have to control your voice and deliver the lines, or I'm not really sure. Why are you guys all so talented? Is Tick really a pirate?
No.
Oh, there we go. Nat, I'm sorry. No, Tick, not a pirate. Did you have any, kind of an idea of what the character may look like in your head, or what were you picturing whenever you were doing the lines?
No, they did. They sent it to me, audition.
Oh,
and they
awesome.
said, "Oh, this is what she looks like."
Somebody asked, so why in your voice lines does she just say "yeah" a lot?
Because I feel like it. Not just kidding. She's always that's her way, I think, of saying "Ha, I've got this."
Yeah.
She knows.
So here was a question from Alan. He said, "What is the most fun character you think that you've ever voiced?"
It was definitely the witch one that I mentioned.
Oh, cute.
Her name's Izzy.
Izzy.
She does not want to be held right now.
It's no, I'm camera shy.
She's like, "No, I do what I want." She's like one of those that runs the house. does whatever she wants.
What other kind of cool stuff have you been in besides, obviously, Amazon's pretty darn cool, and the games? Any other interesting or notable things that you could tell us about?
I don't know if it's cool, but it's something like this, the game world. But I think one of the funner ones I did was for an animated stop motion when they actually use real objects and then they kind of move them. And,
yeah.
Right? It was like a thing to encourage people to recycle or something. And I played I'm like the mom and I'm telling all the other bottles you better be clean. And it was just cute. It was super cute to do that one. I've been in commercials for Skechers, Petco, Arm & Hammer, a lot of Slender Tone, which is like an infomercial.
Lograr que todo sea más limpio, más simple, más ingenioso, mejor.
If you could have any one kind of dream job in voice acting, what would you pick? What would be the one? They're like, oh, that's it.
I always say to be on a film, kind of like the Croods.
An animation, yeah?
Yeah, it's an animation movie. So to be the voice of something that big, it'd be a dream for me. I mean, obviously at this point, I've settled for just even being in any cartoon right now that's running. It's on the air.
Maria, if you wouldn't mind too much, if you're okay with it, would you mind performing some of the lines for Penny?
Yeah, no, I won't mind at all. I have them written down here so I can remember what the lines were. And now she said that. Number 1. Bye-bye. Let's go. Yeah. Yes. And then she goes, I'm the best. And that's what I remember. Yeah,
dude, the evil laugh is so good. So are you on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff so that people know where to find you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. I'm going to start uploading more videos on YouTube.
Nice. So you do have a YouTube channel and your Instagram page. You guys will see those on screen as well as they're going to be linked down in the description below. You guys be sure to go follow Maria over there. Show her some love and, see if we can get her to at least 7 billion followers. That would be a minimum. Just a minimum. But no, Maria, we appreciate you very, very much for coming on the channel, spending your time talking with us and, letting us know a little bit behind Penny, who she really is.
Yeah, thank you so much. I loved it. I had a really fun time.
Awesome. All right. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but that's going to wrap it up for this one. And as always, until next time, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.